Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well. I'm doing blessed and highly favored. You should be feeling highly favored as well. We are children of the Lord, so we should all be happy and joyful. All right. I hope your day started out with positivity. If you're waking up with this video, I hope you start your day with positivity. If you're in the middle of your day, I hope it strengthens you. If it's at nighttime, then I hope that you have energy for the next morning to do what you need to do. And for my cards, if you like to distribute them or volunteer to do so, I'll send them through the P.O. box or your mail P.O. box mail address or wherever you would like for me to send them to. Now, today's topic is called perseverance in difficulties. Now, most of us we can say that I could persevere that I could persevere what that person going through, but you don't know what that person going through. You could have had like you can have a strong quote unquote stronger difficulties when it came to trials and tribulations. But unless you had the same perseverance, unless you had the same trial as that person, you cannot face the trial that they had. That's the Lord. The Lord gave us certain trials for certain people because He made us all differently. Like the trial can be in the same category, but it's different. It's different for everybody. Some people I've had their same pains, and I've went through what they went through, and I've helped them through the difficulties. All right. So number one is you are built for the storm. We're all built for the storm. I know I'm built. Before I knew I was built for the storm, I knew I was built for the storm. It's just a thing that you have to know, because if you say to yourself you're not built for the storm, then you won't go through the storm how you're supposed to. But if you're like, man, I'm built for the storm, I'm gonna make it through. I don't care if it take years or so. Then you'll be able to go through the storm, because like I say, after the storm, there's a rainbow at the end, and the rainbow is pretty. Especially if it's a double rainbow, the rainbow is pretty. It's a nice view, and so I rather walk through the rain, because I rather I rather see the rainbow of God's covenant at the end than rather seeing it rainbow storm. And so we all have that strength. It's just up to us to get to that mentality. Hey, I'm built for this. I'm built for this. I know I am. No matter what circumstance, I'm built for it. No matter who comes at me, I'm built for it. No matter who leads me for astray, I am built for it. You gotta say I'm built for it. I'm built for it. I'm built for it. All right, y'all some lions. Y'all some lions. Y'all just haven't realized it yet. Y'all don't know y'all talents yet. That's cool. Y'all don't understand that y'all lions yet. That's not cool, because you gonna be a gazelle out in this world. Somebody gonna take your spot in the world. Somebody gonna Are you that sweet? Are you that sweet that nobody can take your spot? You can say, "Oh man, ain't nobody like me." You right, cause there's other people better than you. People cannot have your same talent, but you can have a higher talent than somebody else, but they'll still dominate you. They'll still dominate you. They'll compel you like that. Why? Because they have more discipline than your talent. That's why. I have talent, but in order for me to have this talent, I had to discipline myself to understand what my talent was. So therefore, I had my talent along with my discipline, and I put them hand in hand and made them work for each other. I made them cohort to each other, whether they liked it or not. And talent and discipline, sometimes it doesn't feel like it goes hand in hand, but it's better than wasting your talent. And so, yeah, you could be better than somebody, but somebody else's discipline. For example, if you're thinking about in a relationship, and there's a lady or the lady or the man say, "Oh, you ain't gonna find somebody like me." All right, there's that talent, but then there could be somebody more disciplined in the relationship. Say, "Hey, I'm gonna make this work, whether it makes me upset, whether it makes me sad. You know what? I want this relationship to work, so I'm gonna make it work." That's discipline. Talent and I'd rather have discipline than talent, because discipline you can get anywhere in life. Because you discipline yourself not to have too much sleep, then you could be up earlier than everybody. You could grind earlier than everybody, and you can finish before everybody else. There's a lot of things that come when you discipline. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't disciplined. My money choices, I had to be disciplined. With my corner, I had to be disciplined. I don't even see it as corner. I call it my shield. I call it my shield now, because if it's a corner, you have a corner, people. That means you backed up against the corner. If you in a circle, anybody can attack you. I want y'all to listen to this. If you're in a circle, everybody's in the forefront. Everybody's in the forefront. Everybody can backstab everybody else. You can backstab each other. I'm telling you, there'll be somebody. You'll be standing right here, and then there'll be somebody standing in this same position, but on the other side, and they could come behind you and literally freaking throw a stone at you, and you'll be dead. That's why I had to learn to understand that. I was like, circle? Nah, I don't got no circle. I got a shield. I got a shield. I got a, like, it's just like that. I got a shield. It is more like my alliance. Yeah, we all a shield. We're all, because I can't afford to be backstabbed. I can't afford to be get took advantage of. I can't afford to have somebody in my table who is envious again. I can't have no more of those people like that. So I have to have a shield. Alright, I have a shield. And like an alliance, it's not necessarily a shield, it's a formation. There you go. So we have a formation. It's not a shield, because that means they're protecting me. But that wouldn't be right, because if it's an alliance, we all protect each other. We all protect each other's talents and discipline. So that's right there. I have a formation. Make sure y'all have a formation of people. Make sure you have an alliance of people, because you can't make it to the top by yourself. It will fry your brain. Number 2, you have the strength. Like I said, you have the strength for this. You have the strength. You have the strength. You have the strength. You gotta know it or not. Just like for a person that turns from a scrawny person to a bodybuilder, they first have to know that they have the strength to become a bodybuilder. In order for somebody to becoming a bad child to a mediator, they first have to realize they have the strength to do that. In order from being poor to wealthy, you first have to have that mentality to show you that you have the strength to become wealthy. Again, strength is not only in strength is not only in fitness. I use strength in every part of my life. Because with discipline, I improved in strength. I wasn't naturally strong. I had to get built up. Nobody's necessarily naturally strong. It's not a genetics type thing. It's not a genetics type thing, because if that's the case, I'd probably be fat. Not to be in a rude way. Without a diagnostic way, I would be fat. So DNA has nothing to do with this. DNA has nothing to do with my arms. DNA has nothing to do with my body. It does not. So we all have the strength to do it. Now whether we tell our mind what until okay, I'm gonna put it in this way. There you go. And until you tell your mind who is in control, like David Goggins said, then you're gonna be messed up. Now he probably said it more explicit, but I'm telling y'all in a regular way. You're gonna be messed up if you don't do mind over matter. You're gonna be messed up if you don't do your passion over your emotion. All right, because emotions is like depends on what the emotion is. Like happy and joy and loving, that's from the spirit. But when you sad, mad, and you a wreck, That's the flesh, man. You gotta tell that flesh goodbye. Cause that's gonna make you procrastinate. Gonna cut off your productivity. It's gonna cut off everything. Number three, you got this. I know y'all got this. If I was able to do it, you're able to do it. If Jesus was able to overcome everything he went through, you are able to overcome everything that you go through. Persevering in difficulties. Jesus persevered. It did not say that Jesus was okay with everything. Jesus wept. All right. Jesus cried. It's all right. It's all right. He even asked the Lord for strength. That's not a bad thing. That shows you even the Son of God asked for strength. So why are you too prideful to ask for strength? Why you believe that you can make it on your own when you know you can't? Jesus couldn't bear it on his own if he did not have the Lord. You think you can handle life on your own? Yeah, right. I can't even handle life on my own. I couldn't handle life on my own without my mama. I couldn't handle my life on my own without family and people who loved me. I can't. There's no possible way that you can handle life on your own, because there's not a single soul on this earth that is alive that handle life on their own. People say, "Oh, I'm gonna be single for life." Yeah, right. Cause one day you're gonna get tired of that. Because it says in Genesis, one of the worst things a man can go through is solitary confinement. That's not what we're supposed to go through. We were made to have a helper, but yet a relationship is not needed. And that's gonna sting some people. It's necessary to have a helper, but a relationship with two compatible people are not true. It isn't needed. There's no necessity for it. According to Genesis, not a necessity for it. But later on that it brings out the good out of it. Having a helper, for example, Adam and Eve. First there was a helper, right? Eve was a helper. Then next thing you know it, prosperity came out of them, and they bared a child. Now, although I know Cain slain Abel, they were also to bear another child called Seth. And through the time there came Noah and Abraham, right? One of the two most important people in the book of Genesis, because there are a lot of important people in the book of Genesis. There's Jacob, all right, and then Joseph, and there's way more people. I'm just telling y'all the main ones. So if it was through the bad, although they sinned from eating the apple of the knowledge of good and evil, blessing still came out of it. All right. So, but back to what I was saying, we weren't necessarily made to have a relationship. We were necessarily to have a helper. But if there is fruit that comes out of it, that is a-okay, could be fruitful and multiply. But at first there was no relationship needed. It was just needed for a helper. But through people that help you, like for example, you got somebody that help you, genuinely care for you, want to see you do good, and y'all are not family, right? And y'all help each other out. Sooner or later, y'all souls will click. Not on no voodoo stuff. Your souls will click. It will be a bond. It will be an invisible bond that y'all cannot see, and y'all won't see it. It will just happen. Like it will just evidently it will just happen. And that right there is one of the forms of love, having a helper. Because you don't want to get in a relationship with somebody that, number one, you just met, number two, you have never been friends with or haven't known for a while. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this message. God bless y'all once again for my cars. If you love to distribute them, I can send you a pack of them, and I'll send them to your PO box, send it to your mail address, and whatever you would like to do. All right, and I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you on the next video.